Yes.
Checkmate.
What did you check?
He said that if you were saying they were all good and you said you stayed longer.
Then you should have. You said you stayed longer than you should have.
Just because they are,
You
that's why I said we
tolerated.
just
You
had this
tolerated because
conversation.
you felt
You
they were good.
tolerated things you did not like because you liked
You
them.
felt they were good, yes.
Let's say we say, hey man, you're gonna pick better now. You're gonna pick the best guy, the most educated, the most purposeful. What is it that most women you believe? Or what are you changing it about yourself to be the woman that this man wants? What are you? What
Right.
did you work on yourself? So
So
what is
I
that
am
that you worked on?
right. So my maturity, my emotional response in relationships, not taking everything so personal, not looking for a reason to be negative. Like whatever I felt I could have done better in my previous relationships, I assess that and I change it. You know what I mean? Maybe not jump to conclusions. I mean, I don't know. It's about self-reflection. Whatever it is that I could have done better in the last relationship, I make sure I change that for the next person because I don't want to take any baggage or drama from the previous relationship. I'm not going to punish the new person from being hurt from the last. And I've been I have been through situations where it could taint someone, you know what I mean? And and be reckless in relationships moving forward. But I don't allow one situation to taint my view for men overall. So I'm going to move with love. I'm going to make sure that I hold myself accountable and I'm able to, if I find that man, that I'm mature enough to not fumble the blessing.
So you're conceding that you weren't a good woman as well. Most of these women weren't good women as well when they were dealing with these guys. If they have to
I'm sure
become good.
I'm sure there are times where women were not good partners. Sure. There have been times where I have not been a good partner.
But this is the thing that's just problematic all the time, Jazz. None of these women said they're going to cook more, they're going to cooperate more, they're going to have sex more, they're going to improve their whole quality of a woman for this man they're about to get. It's always higher expectation, it's higher standards, and then when they can't find that man anymore, they still are complaining about the men. And they'll talk bad and they still bashing men. For instance, if you truly believe that, in my opinion, you would say, hey, ladies, it's the way you're picking these men. It's the man you're rewarding. It's the man you giving your cat to. It's the man you'll won't give no attention to because every time they trying to love you and settle down with you, you want to go after these men that don't even like you. So it seems like you're still pursuing these no good men and you're still waiting for the high value guy that will actually pursue you. But most of those guys still won't because you've already lost your value typically and you don't want to go the extra mile. You don't want to compete and you don't want to chase these men anymore that deserve chasing because you already overlooked them. So if he meets you and go, hey, just accept me as I am. I did God's work. I'm in church now and I had therapy. I'm a good woman for you. Would you tell your son to believe that?
I'm sorry, Ali. I kind of lost what you were saying. Y'all know I'm slow.
If you gave your best to the guy that didn't like you, how can we expect you to give your best to a guy you didn't even like? And now you've changed your standards for a different type of guy. Your type you give your best to, and he didn't like you. And now we're supposed to expect that you about to give your best to a guy that wasn't even your type, that now you're going to settle with.
So you're saying that I gave my best to the wrong person, so I shouldn't try to give my best to the right person?
How do we expect you? Most women typically don't. I'll give you an example how. On these balloon shows that Fatty was
You
showing.
shouldn't expect anything. Expectations always
I'm gonna
lead
give you
to
an example.
disappointment.
On these
And Tommy,
balloon
you can go
shows,
next.
on these balloon shows that Fatty be playing, most of these women already got 2-3 kids, about 2-3 baby daddies, and they meet a childless man who has no kids that desires a family. Oh, I ain't having no more kids.
Facts.
So you gave the man that you didn't like, that was your abuser, that was a cheater, that was a liar, that was a broke man, your children, the best thing he can get is a family. And you meet this man, and they already got daddies, and I don't want any more kids.
Hey, listen.
The
If
Russell
that's
Wilson in the future situation. Future got the prime years, the baby and all that, and Russell Wilson has to be the stepdaddy and go to the church with her while she's working in front of everybody and all that shit. He's not getting the best of her. Future got the best of her by
listen,
far.
nobody is putting a gun to y'all head to date single moms. There are plenty of women out here without children. You do not have to play that role. If
have
you
to address
do,
what you just said, though. You kind of moving the goalposts. You got to like to what
you
they
said,
just said.
Melanin.
wait, you said what?
You're
She
you're
said you're
you're
moving the
moving the
goalpost.
Time to
goal.
move the goalposts again. On 3, fellas. 1, 2, 3. Push.
What?
Okay, so you're saying we should stay on the topic of the woman that did have 3 or 4 kids, and now it's saying no more. There's
You don't
literally
wanna.
nothing we
You
can do
really.
about that.
There's a
Listen,
bigger
listen. We
picture of
have
what he's
to.
saying.
Tommy still has to prove himself.
Yeah.
Damien
No, you
always has to.
don't.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Fatty always has to prove himself. The
No,
worst
you
of
don't.
today's women literally would say, I have nothing to prove to you. So it sounds good on the surface, but most of these women say, ladies, you have nothing to prove to these men, but you're supposed to prove to them that you're no longer the previous woman that you were years ago, and this new woman will do anything that it takes to be with the man that actually is attracted to her.
Ali
So
is
all
killing.
I'm saying is, if you have to like go and jump through hoops to prove yourself to somebody, that sounds like a misalignment in the
There you
first
go.
place.
There you go. No, it's not. It's showing that you're showing this
Exactly.
person your worth. You're showing them that you truly will work for them and
No,
that
no,
you
no, no.
desire them.
You're proving.
Let me finish, Jazz. Most of these men right here, the most attractive thing a woman can do is be vulnerable. It's to say I need you. It's to say I desire you. It's to say that I value you. Not to go, I ain't got to do the damn thing to show you my
Okay,
value.
so okay,
Take
that's
it as it is.
different. Okay, what? Okay. Okay, maybe I'm getting it wrong. Y'all know I'm slow. I have poor comprehension skills. I'm a very dumb person. So just talk to me like I am the dumbass that y'all think I am, okay? So when I hear prove yourself, right? I hear I'm trying to show a person that isn't interested in me why they should be interested.
Nope.
What you just said was I'm showing up as the person that I am. I want to consistently show up for you because there is a mutual interest here. And based on how I show up for you, you're going to determine if I'm worthy to be with you or not, right?
Okay,
So
right.
if we're mutually interested, we're showing up for each other in the same way. We're making time for each other. We're consistent with each other. That's not proving yourself. That's us showing up for each other because there's mutual interest. When I hear proving yourself, it sounds like I'm trying to get this person to like me, even though he's not showing no interest. So that's where I got it confused. If that's not what y'all
So,
meant,
No, I'm
then
asking if I was a man. I just want to say,
I
just real quick example, Fatty. If I say, hey, Jazz, I'm no longer interested in chasing a lot of women. I'm no longer a womanizer. I believe in God now. I don't put my hands on women anymore, and I'm not kissing any more dicks. Would you believe a
Oh,
guy?
I wouldn't have no interest in that.
That's my point.
so
And
so let
Well, yeah,
Tommy
because
go.
you can't be kissing dicks around me.
No, but that's not it. And let Tommy go. I just want to say something in
He
5
put
seconds.
all that in there.
It's just
So,
a minute. Yes, just one second. Ali, one
I can,
second.
no.
Hey, Jess, this is what we're saying, right? Imagine that me, Tommy, and Ali are spenders. We since we were 18 to 31, we would flexing on woman, having money guns in the cash apps, flying them out to Rio. All like every time you see us, we're spending money, money, money on the woman we're dating. And now you're my future wife at 31, and I say, I changed. I
yes.
don't spend money on woman anymore. So before you put a ring on my finger, I'm not paying for dates. I'm not paying. You are going to pay for my gas. You are going like you would look at that man crazy. You'd say,
And
"Damn, bro."
I would have a choice if I want to deal with that or not.
No. We know, but what you'll do would be, hey, how do you do all these things for men that you claim you never like, for women that you claim you never like, sending cash apps, flying them out, giving expensive gifts, and me that's supposed to be the woman of your life, my future wife, now all of a sudden, now you are penny pinching, and now you are a responsible fiscal man that
I
doesn't
don't.
even want to pay for dates. No, 1 second, Jess. All of woman and man would be like, bro, are you serious? So you go spend all this money on these hoes and all this shit, and now the woman that is the mother of your kids or is going to be your wife, now you penny pinching. That will show that you actually are retracting the value that you have. You did all these things for these people, and all of a sudden, if I'm the most special person, all of a sudden you are not bringing the same value. So it's just to
So
make it's just that just because you change and just because now you know better, that doesn't change the fact that all he's saying is that you gave the best of years of your life or the best ability you got to men that you claim you didn't like, and now I have to pay an extra price for something that is not giving me the same thing as those men got. It's just
okay,
that.
but I'm
No,
confused.
one,
Y'all
one
saying
second.
are we doing
Sure.
things for
No,
men
one
we
second.
don't like?
Easy now, Tommy. You can reply, and then Tommy can get in and interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay, you're. I feel like y'all saying two different things. 1 minute is you doing it for people you don't like. Then it was you're doing it for
Yes.
people who were not good to you. right? So if I'm doing something constantly for somebody I don't like, I have a problem. If I'm paying cash apps, if I'm if I am buying gifts and you just said I'm doing all these things for people I don't like, that makes no sense. I don't.
No.
Why would I? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
You
minute.
claim, Jazz.
Wait
Now
a
you
minute.
claim. No, Jazz. 1 second, Jazz. You claim you don't like. You claim you don't like a baby
If
daddy.
I claim I don't like these men and I am doing things for these men, something ain't right.
Yes, but that's the point. That's what we're saying. If Prison Bay don't have to have a job and you are sucking his dick and going out with him and doing all these things, and then you meet the guy that is your husband and you say, you have to have a job and have 6 figures and you have to be tall and you have to be responsible. What we're saying is that you are giving your best years to men that you claim you never liked and never did nothing for you. And now that you meet this guy that is capable, reliable.
Did he break?
Yeah, trouble.
Yeah, I think he froze.
This is what he's saying, Jazz.
No, but wait, no. Before I forget this, wait, no, Ali, no, because I need y'all to understand how y'all are conflating two different concepts. If I'm doing something, doing something for somebody that doesn't like you is unrequited love, right?
No.
Okay, okay, but you're okay. Okay, but
let me just clarify so you can respond to it. Let me clarify. Let me just clarify.
Wait. No. Because what he's saying is, I was doing something for somebody that I claim I didn't like. I was doing something for somebody I claim I didn't like. I was doing something for somebody I claim I didn't like. That means something is wrong with me. Because why would I be doing something for somebody that
you like
I
him?
don't like?
Because you are lying. Because you like him.
Right.
You just claim means I'm claiming. Hey, Jazz, please.
When do I claim that I don't like him?
Jazz, you have to listen. If you ask me, Fetty, do you like hoes? I don't love these hoes. And every time you see me, I'm outside with hoes, spending on hoes, taking picture with hoes, posting with hoes. I'm just claiming I don't like them, but I actually do. And then when my woman comes around, oh, I don't spend money anymore because I change. Wait, so you spend money on hoes that you claim you don't like, but me that you say you like, me that is the mother of your kids, me that is going to be your wife, now you don't want to spend money? That's crazy.
Facts.
That's what Ali is saying is you're going to give everything to these guys you say you don't like and that are assholes, like the woman says, and when you get exhausted of these jerks, now you go to a guy that you are willing to probably do half of the things you did just because technically and respectfully, the man that most of y'all women married is not the man of your life. Is not the man that you think on the back of your head that you remember. Most of these men are security plans. Most of these men are retirement plans. They are not the genuine guy that you like. Oh my God, I still remember. And this is what we're saying. The good guy, the responsible guy, is getting the short end of the stick, while the guy that is popular, the guy that gets bitches, the guy that has money is getting the best of you. That's what Tommy was saying. Tommy was doing
I get that, but
Real quick, guys, real quick. That was a great analogy that Fatty just gave. And that is what we're seeing time and time again. I already just said it the last time I stopped video. This completely ties into what I just said about a couple minutes ago. But Fatty's right. And Jazz is acting like, I hate when Jazz does this. Oh, I'm just a stupid girl. Like, don't do that. Just beat his talk, beat what he's saying. Don't try to be passive aggressive.
I'm saying is, I'm not.
Jazz, 1 second. Tommy was doing threesomes with a woman. She deemed Tommy valuable, so she did a threesome with him. And to the guy that she doesn't like as much or she didn't business as well, I don't know one night stands. Y'all are doing, you are like you are selling for the sick people and you are selling for the hospital. Like you are giving yourself to the sick people and then says, I don't like these people. I like the people inside of I like the ill people, the people in the hospital. You can be doing both. Okay? Or you can be doing both, but if you do both, you have to claim both. Don't come around and say, I don't do that shit, when most of y'all either still doing it or did it at some point. Let's get Tommy, and then everybody has a chance to reply. Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. Men don't have that ability to sit up there and tout what we used to do for another woman or other women, and then tell this woman she should take less and give more. No one would listen to this, but men have to literally listen to this. And as Ali was pointing out, then the women, when they decide they have matured, Then they'll talk about these other women who are doing exactly what they did and say, well, that woman hasn't matured. They haven't matured yet. Well, what are you talking about? She's doing what you were doing. So apparently all of y'all have to go through this stage. If it's that common that you can call them out that they haven't matured yet, that is an odd thing that we can't talk about them now because, well, they haven't matured. We point them out and we see them, well, they haven't matured. Not that they're just doing something that seems to be very common. Then we talked about that word when you said prove. That's scary. When you hear women say certain things, she said, well, when I think of the word prove, I think it means you're doing something for someone that's just not interested. Shador Sanders has to prove that he can be the number one quarterback for the Browns. He's not doing it for a team that ain't interested. My daughter had to prove that she could get a car when I got her a car, that she would be responsible. I wasn't not interested in getting her a car. Men understand that prove doesn't mean in any kind of way of the thing you're doing it for is not interested. I would prove to a woman, to me, I think that woman would be worth being with. If I had to prove to her that I was stable, that I was ready to be in a relationship with her, that I valued her, and that I could provide for her. Why wouldn't I have to prove that? As a matter of fact, before I suck your dick, Tommy, let me get that STD test. I'm going to need to see it. That's proof. Oh, you weren't interested in me if I got to prove it. But that doesn't make any sense. No one in the world thinks that that's what prove means. But that's what the young lady just told y'all. When I think
I told you I'm the biggest dummy. So
I'm just saying. So you said
my
it. So
comprehension skills are so in the gutter. So you're right.
I understand. So that's why I was speaking.
Right.
But you have to notice when you spoke and were not having very good comprehensive skills, you got to do it.
I was displaying.
No, I'm saying, but you got to do it. So now I'm cleaning it up. So I got better comprehensive skills. So person with less comprehensive skills than I got shouldn't be cutting me off. They should let me just speak because your comprehension skills ain't very good. So you shouldn't be saying nothing to somebody.
Being slow again.
I don't have that problem, lady. So just mute yourself. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. Mute yourself, miss. I don't know what prove means. Mute yourself. Jesus Christ, you get to be dumb, and then when somebody ain't as dumb as you keep talking. I didn't do that to you. Now let's go back. When we're talking about relationships, you hear this thing about women. Women don't change. They expect you to change, though. Women will bring exactly what they brought to everybody else. That's why when you hear them talk about men, it's the type of men, and these men need to be, evolved and be better. But like Ali said, well, they don't really tell you about what they're bringing or what they changed or how they've been different. And this is the place where you see it most, fellas. When young women give out they pussy to Tom, Dick, and Harry, then get older and now have become respectable and more evolved women because they pussy looking like roast beef meat now. They more evolved now. They didn't get mad at the dude who they ignored first, who was in his 20s with you. Now he's in his 30s and 40s. They online complaining, these men won't date women age appropriate. You ever notice that? See, they're complaining you don't want them now that y'all are still the same age in your 30s and 40s. But they keep forgetting that when they was in their 20s, they was just slanging their pussy and being irresponsible. Well, when I get in my 30s and 40s and I got money, like I am now, you know who I don't date? Motherfuckers my age. Do you know why? Because I can get a fresh piece. I can be the guy that you used to fuck. You used to go around, running around, fucking the older guy. Now your pussy old and you want me to sit in and take care of it. Like Fatty said, they want a retirement plan. They're not asking for the guy at my age now. They're not asking for the guy they was hot for. You know how many girls who, when I was in college or high school, that were not interested in me, who then came back to try and talk to me in their 30s and 40s, and bitch ain't shaped. I had them laughing the other night. I said, it's girls I used to want to fuck in high school that I wouldn't touch with a stick right now. I said, women age like milk. These motherfuckers is fat, several necks, several different kids. Like a 40-year-old woman, it just ain't the lick. It just ain't the lick. So they get mad at men for saying, now that I'm in position to be just like the guy you wanted, which was wanted, valued, sought after. You know what I'm going to want? The same thing if you marry me, you going to want. Because I guarantee you ain't gonna want that old ass car you driving that you got in a relationship with me in. I guarantee you ain't gonna want that shitty purse you was wearing, those shitty shoes. You gonna want to upgrade your car, upgrade everything in your life. That's what you think I'm supposed to provide for you. But I'm supposed to accept hand-me-down. I'm supposed to accept a car with so many miles on it I can't even get insurance. That's what I'm supposed to accept. Well, no, I'm gonna go back and get me a young one. And that's why they're online complaining about men dating young women. Oh, Shannon knew better than that. Well, when you was that age, you was fucking with a nigga that had money like Shannon. You was doing the same damn thing. When I was in high school, the chicks was fucking the drug dealers. The drug dealers was in their 20s. The chicks was in their teens. You hear the story from what is the girl? I forgot her name. She married the coach and then he cheated. Well, I forgot what Neil on. She said she was 15 with a 30-year-old boyfriend. 15 with a 30-year-old man breaking your back out. So then when you get 30, a 30-year-old man supposed to want what all those men who were older did. That is a problem because it's hard to talk to women. And just to wrap that part up, one thing that I noticed that when you're having a conversation with a lot of women, not all, is they do this. They play the game between general and specific. When you're talking about something in general, they'll make it specific. I don't do that. My friend don't do that. They'll make it specific. When you're talking about something specific, they'll make it general. That's how they play the game of we're never on the same page because you'll say something specific, they'll bring up in general. You'll say something in general, they'll say, I don't do this. They'll make it themselves. I live in Atlanta. What y'all know about Atlanta? Just off the top of y'all head, what are your thoughts of Atlanta? Niggas, gays, bunch of HIV. You think I sit around arguing, but not me. When they say them niggas in Atlanta gay, I say, I understand what you're saying. Them niggas in Atlanta is gay. I'm in Atlanta. I've seen these niggas. Why am I act like that don't exist? It should be the same way when we're talking about in general about what women do. Even if you don't do it or you believe your friends don't do it, you know a motherfucker who did it. You know a lot more who did it than who didn't. So when a person is saying the idea of bust down or relationship, unless you've only seen one dick in your lifetime, unless if you're dating for a purpose, like the word these women love using, then what the fuck was the purpose you were dating for if you still ain't married?
And I gotta expound the fact that what you just said, I realize now more than ever. And I love Tommy. I love when certain people like Fatty, that type of person, you that type of person, you start learning more when we have these conversations, listening to the sisters, right? When the sister said, I've matured now, it's actually hating on a woman and a man. She don't want him because he don't want her, and she don't want other women to get him because she can't get him anymore because she's aged out of that lane. She can only be with that new type if he brings something to the table, but she want the man who didn't know she was a hoe or will accept she's a hoe. And how we know that? How we know when we lying? And Fatty, all of us know it. Ew, he light skinned. Ew, he an NBA player. Ew, he think he's somebody because he got money. Ew, he think he's somebody because he look good. Ew, he's a womanizer. They still like that guy. They just can't get him anymore. So when they say they matured, they have to make a. This is what Fatty was trying to tell Jazz. When you like a guy, Jazz, he doesn't have to do anything. But when you don't like a guy that you got to settle with,
you
gotta
goddamn lie.
Let me finish.
Damn lie.
You can get after I finish.
You goddamn lie. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Let me finish.
It's just like if I like big titties and big booties, and them women been giving me problems. Now I go, you know what? If I'm gonna settle with this woman, she better be able to cook. She better be able to clean. She better be able to cooperate because I let this other woman do whatever she wanted to do with me. If I was the women is the same way. The guy you let that you actually like, you'll let him lie to you. You let him abuse you. You let him cheat. You let him do whatever he wants. Now this guy, you say I like him. I've educated. I'm evolved. I know how to pick better now. But he better have money. He better come with a certain height. He better come with a certain stature. He better be educated too. He better have all these things that I need from a man that I don't like. He better bring something to the table the same way man asking a woman to come to the table. Y'all don't really like these guys. Y'all like the guys y'all let treat you any kind of way, because if you actually like them, he wouldn't have to do anything to get you.
Ooh.
That's so untrue. Can I respond, please?
Absolutely, uninterrupted. And please, once again, let me just say something. Friends, there's 1,100 people watching. Thank you very much for the support lately being excellent. Please like the video. The likes are for free. and support the show, please. I appreciate that. I'll read the super chats when we go to the main event. Thank you very much to all the guests that started the show and the guests that join later. I truly appreciate you. All their links is going to be on the description, okay? Shout out to the Untouchable Empire. Go ahead, Jazz, please, and interrupt it. And
Give me my credit.
So
Hey,
I find
Give me my credit.
thank you, Tommy, for the pre-recorded videos. We had hey Tommy, we had 900 yesterday.
And I know, but think about it. What was it when I came in here? What is it
No,
now?
Tommy, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
I love helping out my people, and I love
Thank you very
seeing that lady in the middle with them big old breasts. She could get over a lot. How you wear a full shirt and still got a nigga over here sweating, Miss Melanin?
ew.
Now you got all that titty. That's ridiculous. It's covered, and the nigga still talking about some wear a bigger shirt. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Jazz, go ahead. Jazz, and interrupt.
She like that.
Weirdo. So the idea, I don't know where men get the idea that when and like I said, there's always, when I hear these conversations, which we're constantly having every single week, every week is a regurgitated talking red pill manosphere. It's like nobody's thought is of their own. It's just the same thing. But to the topic of like, if you like a man, he ain't got to do nothing. Who told y'all that? Who are y'all letting y'all believe that just because a woman thinks a man likes her, that he don't have to show up for her in no kind of way, shape, or form? I don't get that. Like, just because I like you doesn't mean that you are allowed to treat me like shit. Doesn't mean that you're allowed to disrespect me. Doesn't mean that you're allowed to not show interest in me and expect me to still show up and show interest in you. This is I feel like this is a delusional topic that men sit amongst other men and tell themselves instead of actually listening to women, because like I said, there are women who appreciate that type of nonsense, who like the men that show no interest at all. But when you are an adult, a mature person, you're not going to allow someone that you like to treat you any old kind of way.
Can I ask you a question, Jess?
Can I finish, Fatty? Or
Yes, and no, I just want to no, and I'll pass you the microphone. It's for you. No, Jazz, I don't want to stop you talking. I want to pass you the microphone. It's a question for you. Like, it's actually a question. Have you ever had a friend that was being abused by her man and she came to you crying and you told her exactly what she needed to do, and as soon as you turn your back, she went right back to the burning building and wait, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, have you ever had a friend like that?
Yes.
Can I say multiple?
No.
Okay, so we are men. Usually we are the Damien can talk about this, Tommy can talk about this, Ali can talk about this, probably Melanin and Apa. Women have this tendency to come to us when their man is there, abusing them, cheating on them, crying on our shoulder and all that shit, and 2 weeks later they are with the same dude. You know why the same with dude? Because they like them. That's all that is. So what we're saying just to you is, when we say the men I know it's for you. Jess,
but
go ahead on the monologue. Jess, I'm literally talking to you and saying you can go
next.
next.
But go ahead.
That's Jess. You know it's funny.
I was literally in the middle of saying, and you had your hand up ready to cut me off before I could complete my thought.
Okay, so we don't have to talk with each other. It's only monologues. You got it. I apologize.
No, it's not. I just wasn't finished with what I was saying.
I forgot it was ladies first. You got it. I'm going to.
It's never ladies first. No. The men dominate this conversation every week.
Yes, it's just that. You know what?
It's about them every week. But it's cool.
You know what? I apologize for wanting to talk with you. Go ahead.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that I want to complete my thought before I forget it. And you're asking me something else. I already
apologize.
I was talking about the aspect of believing that you can treat a woman that you think likes you or you like them any kind of way, and she'll just allow any type of behavior because she likes him. Some immature, insecure, desperate women, maybe, but women of a certain standard that I think every man on this panel is deserving of, I don't think will tolerate that. Now, as far as a woman going back to her abuser, that's a whole different conversation. Statistically speaking, A victim of DV goes back to their abuser at least 7 times before they finally leave. It's a deeper rooted psychological thing that happens when you're in an abusive relationship. And I have definitely been in situations with a friend who kept going back to her abuser, and I had to tell her, if you're not going to leave this man, please stop calling me in the middle of the night. Please stop getting me involved in this, because obviously there's something there that you're not ready to let go of. You do have to set that boundary. But I'm not going to say that she likes the abuse, because I understand that abuse is psychological and it's harder than you think to just up and leave an abuser. So that's different. But even if it's not physical abuse, like mental abuse, there are some women, like y'all say, that love assholes so much that they think being disrespected and cheated on and hit is a form of love. Right, so it's a problem. It's a problem all across the board. But that's all.
One second, because and Jess, you see, you said the same thing you said before, and now you pass me the microphone to say the same thing I told you before. The only difference between a victim leaving or staying is if she likes the dude. Y'all leave when you stop liking him. That's all it is. I like him, I go back. I love him, I go back. I like him, I don't go.
I just said that.
I don't see. Oh, can I talk now?
Did you?
No, a second. Can I talk now?
I just said that.
No. Can I? But that's the thing. Is liking or not liking? A woman will sleep on barbed wire with you if she likes you.
Facts.
A woman will leave you in a mansion if she doesn't like you. Yes. You can literally be Tom Brady. If she stops like you, she going. You can be the bummest motherfucker on the planet. She will sleep on a cardboard with you if she likes you. This is what we're talking about.
Yes.
The only difference is not abuse. Is not is literally this. Women don't care about right or wrong. If they like you, they're going. If they don't like you, they leave. Yep. So it's liking. Yep. That's the difference. That's why your friend keeps going back and calling you, because she's fighting between her cognitive brain. This is dangerous. I should leave this shit. I should leave, and their feelings.
But I like him.
Let me go
okay.
Back.
It happens.
Jazz. Were your men all good? Were your men all good men? Every man that you ever dated, were they good men?
Yeah.
They were all good men?
Yeah.
Did you, in any of those relationships, did you stay longer than you should have? In any of those relationships, did you stay longer than you should have?
Yes.
Checkmate.
What did you check?
He said that if you were saying they were all good and you said you stayed longer,
then you should have. You said you stayed longer than you should have.
Just because they are, we tolerated. We just had the conversation.
You
tolerated things you did not like because you liked them.
You felt they were good. Yes.
They were good, but they were just not. We were just not good together in a relationship. That's life.
Why didn't you leave? Oh no! Why didn't you leave on the first instance of a red flag?
Because perhaps I didn't have the confidence to do so. Perhaps I was desperate. Perhaps I wasn't mature enough.
There go those words.
Because you like him.
You like him.
Those words.
Or because there were other things about the relationship that I liked more and was willing to accept the bullshit.
Yes.
Longer. Yeah, that happened.
Did you leave all your relationships? Did anybody ever leave you?
Anybody left me?
Never.
These are things one would have to think of.
Never left.
How many Negroes did you date that you got to think of it?
They've never left.
Never.
How many would you have had to date that you have to think of that anybody leaving?
You had
no. In high school.
In high school doesn't matter because he was immature.
I don't understand why that was such a gotcha moment. Like
he was
this is like human.
He was a Jew, Jazz. Hey, Jazz, you know what's funny, Jazz? I will tell you this in front of everybody, Jazz. Jazz, we like you so much for being here. We like play with you. We like trying to be. Jazz, he's not like. Jazz,
no, I'm not tripping. I was just confused on why that was like a gotcha, but it's like that's life. Did y'all marry the first woman y'all penetrated?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so that's life.
It's not the same though, but it's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same.
All the men on this panel probably stayed longer with a woman than they should have because
we ain't lying about it.
Sometimes that happens. That's okay. You learn, you grow, you evolve. You don't do it anymore.
That wasn't the point.
Yeah, but there's
what is the point?
Oh my gosh.
No point.
All right, that's it for part 3. Comment down below whose side are you on, Jazz's side, or are you on whose side are you on? Like, who do you agree with? What did they miss? Did anybody say something that was just completely irrational? If you came in on part 3, then click this video because this is going to be part 1. I see you all on another one.